Chapter 6, Trick or Fruit. Mother put Ollie in his stroller, and she took us trick-or-treating. She tried to hold my hand, but I quick pulled it away. Yeah, only I'm not even a scaredy-cat baby, I said. I am Screamy the Clown. After that, I speeded up my feet, and I walked very fast in front of those two. Our first neighbor's house is where Grouchy Mrs. Morty lives. Grouchy Mrs. Morty lives all by herself with Grouchy Mr. Morty. Their yard has lots of lawn decorations in it. Only do not accidentally take a little elf from their garden, or else Grouchy Mrs. Morty will threaten to call the cops. I ran up their porch steps. There was a big trick-or-treat boy already there. He was ringing the doorbell. I looked at him very close. He was wearing fishing boots and a fishing pole. I waved at him with my clowny gloves. Hello, how are you today? I am Screamy the Clown, I said, and I can scare the pants off people. The boy rolled his eyes at me. He didn't say any words. I pulled on his fishing pole, very friendly. So what are you dressed as? I asked. The boy sucked his cheeks into his head. I'm a fisherman, you clown, he said. Fishermen have an attitude, apparently. That's how come I decided to scare the pants off that guy. I did a creepy clown grin, then I stood on my tallest tippy toes, and I screamed right in his face. Ah, 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 I screamed. Just then, Grouchy Mrs. Morty opened the front door, and she quick held her ears. Junie B. Jones, my word! Stop all that racket! I stopped my racket. Yeah, only I'm not actually Junie B. Jones, I explained. I am Screamy the Clown, and Screamy the Clown can scare the pants off people. The fisherman boy... Duke. Come here. Yes, give me the squeaky. Duke, drop it. Leave it. The fisherman boy rolled his eyes again. I don't even know this clown, he said. I tapped on Grouchy Mrs. Morty's arm. Duke, drop it. Leave it. I tapped on Grouchy Mrs. Morty's arm. Trick or treat, give me something good to eat. I sang very amusing. Duke. Drop it. Ah. Leave it. Grouchy Mrs. Morty picked up a big bowl, and she gave us each an apple. It plopped very hard in the bottom of my bag. I stared down at that thing. Okie dokie, here's the problem, Mrs. Morty. I already have apples at my house, I said. I did a little frown. Also, I didn't say trick or fruit, I said. The fisherman boy laughed real loud. Then he leaned over next to me, and he dropped his apple down my clown pants, and he quick ran off the porch. Drop it. Duke. Leave it. You can play with it in a second. I know. It's your favorite toy. I stood there very shocked. Okay, that is not actually acceptable, I said kind of mumbly. Just then Mother came up the steps with Ollie the cow. The cow. Mrs. Morty's face got nicer. Duke, leave it. She patted Ollie's cow head, and she gave him a Rice Krispies treat. I looked curious at that woman. Okay, see, I didn't actually know that Rice Krispies treats were available, I said, and so I would like to trade in those apples, please. Duke. No. I reached into my bag and my clown pants, and I tried to give the apples back, but Grouchy Mrs. Morty did a grump face. I only made treats for little ones, she said. After that, she patted Ollie again and closed the door. Mother stared at me. Duke. Leave it. Don't look at me like that. Ah. Drop it. Drop it. Leave it. Come here. Leave that toy. No. Mother stared at me. My, that went well. It's only the first house and you've already had an apple dropped in your pants, she said. She did a big breath. And not only that, but you didn't even thank her for the apples, Junie B.
Duke. Stop. Leave your toy alone. No. Drop it. Leave it. I know, it's so tempting. Leave it.
I thought for a second, but I'm not thankful for apples, I said. Mother rolled her eyes. It doesn't matter, she said. When someone gives you a gift, you always, always say thank you. I scratched my head at that interesting news. Really? No kidding, I said. Thank you can be a fib, apparently. Who knew? Chapter 7. Dumb Cinderella.